Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna show you guys a couple little things I changed around to the truck. But the first, most obvious thing is that you could probably notice is the new seats right here. These are off of an early 2000s Civic, I believe, Civic Si. I think it might be a 2003. So I got these cheaper, and I ended up selling the ones that I had before, which were off of a Honda CRV from like I think the 90s or something. And I think these look way better. I do plan on getting them reupholstered though, because they are a little bit worn on the seat and stuff. I'll show you guys in a minute. I also ended up taking out the steering column because I'm gonna get it shortened, as the wheel was way too close to my chest. And I did also get a new steering wheel, which I'll show you guys in a minute. Right, so these are the seats off the Civic Si. You can tell, yeah, they're very worn in some places. You can see it's, the fabric's a little messed up on the sides here as well. The dude that I bought them from told me that it was, it was manual Civic, so it's shifting and stuff, moving your leg. I mean, that could be why, but they're also kind of old at this point, from 2003. So I do plan on getting them reupholstered. I'm thinking maybe just keeping the two-tone theme, suede on the outside, or maybe like fake leather and then like a plaid lining in the middle. I think would be really nice. While we're still on the inside of the truck, I also do want to show you guys, I ended up getting some seat belts. These are just generic seat belts I got off of Jegs, and these are 3-point seat belts. And I know it would have been so much easier to just install 2-point, so I wouldn't have to, but I ended up going with these just for sake of safety. And they do have the auto locking feature. Right, so here's the box for the seat belts. This one, just like the top one, just bolts in straight to the sheet metal of the truck, and there's a little divot here, and I basically just measured the hole out right above the divot, and it sits at the same height on the other side, which you can't really see. I have a bunch of stuff stored back there, but yeah, so it's just a hole, and then we put a rivet nut in there, and then this just bolts right in. I don't know if this is the safest method, probably not, but it works. And I also do planning on switching out the bolts to the properly rated ones, the yellow coated ones. I'm not sure what they're called. As previously mentioned as well, I did end up getting rid of the steering column for now.
So obviously, you need a steering column in your drive. How are you just gonna start driving without anything?
But it's in the shop right now. I'm gonna get it shortened. I think I've looked on Datsun, the online forum, and people recommended about getting
3.5 inches at most.
So that's what I'm gonna do, so I don't have to cut the plastic that goes around here. So here's what I mean. So if you get it shortened way more than 3.5 inches, you have to end up cutting here, which I don't really want to do. I think I just want to make it barely fit without having to chip into the actual original plastic. So this is the wheel that I ended up buying. This is an Energy flat bottom wheel. You can tell it has a flat bottom, so that's why it's called a flat bottom wheel. It's not a bad wheel, and honestly, I mean, it's the first wheel I've bought, so I don't really have anything else to compare it to. But for the most part, it's not a terrible quality wheel, I would say. It's solid, it's suede. I did mention it's flat bottom, and I specifically got the flat bottom wheel due to the lack of space that the Datsun has in the cabin. So it gives me a little bit more room between my legs and the actual wheel itself. So you're shifting and putting out a clutch or lifting up, you're just getting into the truck in general. It makes it way easier. Plus I'm gonna get the steering column steering column line shortened, so that's gonna help a lot too. How about after? I forgot what company it is, but I'll put it down in the description as well. This one, I bought it over the Energy one because it was cheaper, and I also found out about this hub through someone on the Datsun forums, and someone recommended it. They were like, oh, I've already tested it out and this is what works for me. It worked out pretty well. The splines match up and everything, so that's good. The only issue is going to be matching, I guess, the turn signal, because it won't necessarily touch. I'm having issues because I do have a large gap. I'm going to try fixing it when I shorten the steering column, so hopefully that gets fixed as well. But it does come with the turn signal cancel sticks. I just have them in the little box, but you just stick them in here and it turns off your turn signals when you turn. But yeah, overall it's not a bad wheel. I think I would recommend it. There's some minor details like the suede right here and the stitching, but for the most part it's a pretty good wheel. Alright, so here I'm just removing the valve cover gaskets because the valve cover, or the oil, was essentially seeping through the old gasket, and I was like, I think might as well change it. I also have some spray paint that I bought a couple years ago that I was going to paint this cover with, but I never ended up using it until now. I was like, might as well paint it since I'm going to have to take it out either way and prep it and all that and paint it over. So here I'm just removing the valve cover. I have it removed right here, and basically took it out so I could replace the gaskets and repaint the valve cover. Here just taking out the old gasket right here. So that's going out, and it's just me doing a bunch of prep work, cleaning and all that stuff. Here you can see me painting or painted the valve cover. It's a red color. As you can tell, it's a wrinkle paint, but you can't really tell it's wrinkled until it dries. So here it just looks like a straight red. But my inspiration for this was sort of like the, I don't know, early 80s sports cars with the red valve covers, the wrinkle paint, and like exposed metal strips. But here I'm just cleaning up the area so I can put the new gaskets in. So, you know, the O-rings are going in too. Came in the little gasket kit I bought. So those are coming out as well. But here's the final product. I think it turned out alright. There's some spots where the paint didn't wrinkle like how I wanted it to. It's kind of smooth. I think for the most part, for my first time, it was alright. The exposed metal, it's a little scratched up because I kind of fucked it up while I was working on it, but it turned out alright. Yeah, here's just me showing you guys that I ended up doing an oil change, a full tune-up basically. You saw in the previous clip. Put new spark plugs, which I kind of feel like they look kind of tacky against the red. But yeah, here's just an oil change. And here, it's my dad helping me weld in the new seat brackets for the new seats. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for the end of this video. I just do want to say some things. I do plan on posting more this year, 2024. I want to be more consistent with my posting. As for the truck, I do plan on at least trying to get it road ready this year. I do want to get it on the road by May. There's a car show coming up, Datsun Locos in Manteca for 2024 May. So I do want to get it ready for that show. I want to drive it over there. So maybe that's a possible video I might make. But that's my goal as of now, just get it road ready for the event. I do plan on getting the exhaust done pretty soon. Other than that, I think little details in the interior, carpet, sound deadening, the side cards, I'm gonna get all that in as soon as possible, and I'll try to make some videos on that stuff too. But yeah, that's gonna cover everything for this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.